Meanwhile, the government says Miguna is free to return to Kenya anytime as long as he observes immigration regulations. Appearing before MPs, Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i and Immigration Principal Secretary Gordon Kihalangwa said Miguna's banishment from Kenya, from the JKIA was professionally handled after he refused to hand in his passport and tore up citizenship regularization forms. Here now are those details by Francis Gashuri.
After defying a series of orders to appear before High Court judges to explain the Miguna debacle at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport last week, Interior Affairs Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i led top ministry officials for a session with the National Assembly's Committee on Security at Continental House.
I'm not boarding. I don't have a passport.
The government seeking to tell its side of the story and respond to allegations of mistreating the fiery lawyer and ultimately kicking him out of the country last week.
We did not deport him. He was a passenger on transit who did not establish himself, who did not identify himself, who did not produce his credentials, and according to international convention, he was removed from the airside of the airport to his last port of call, which was Dubai, because that's where he came from.
Miguna arrived last Monday from Canada via Dubai in compliance with an order issued by High Court Judge Chacha Mwita, who declared his deportation last month null and void. But on arrival, he declined to hand over his Canadian passport, sparking an altercation with immigration officials at JKIA that lasted for 3 days.
Let me tell you, no one is above it. The Pope had his passport stamped here. President Barack Obama had his passport stamped here. Our own president, His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, had his passport stamped there last night at 7:25 when he arrived from Mozambique.
Not even an order by Judges George Odunga and Roslyn Aburili to have Miguna released unconditionally could save him. He flatly rejected instructions to fill in forms regularizing his citizenship that the government insists he lost in 1998 when he acquired Canadian citizenship.
It is not out of the ordinary. I mean, it's not unusual. It does not be done specifically for him. Just because he is Miguna, it happens to many other people. There are Kenyans right now who are married to foreigners who are trying to regularize their citizenship under the law.
Miguna and his legal team had initially claimed that the government confiscated his Canadian passport, but changed tune yesterday when he revealed that he withheld the travel document. His attempt last Monday to use his national identity card to go past the immigration officials hitting a snag.
The ID Miguna has today is actually an invalid document. He will, even when he regains the citizenship, he will have to go to NRB to now get his ID, and then he can now process the passport. That is as simple as that.
A Kenyan passport issued to Miguna in 2008 was perforated last month, with the government insisting that due process was not followed by the then immigration minister, the late Otieno Kajwang.
Our president has been spending half of his international time engaging with governments on immigration-related issues because of mistakes that were done in the past. And I dare say, openly here, including by ministers who were in this ministry in the past, where people sold citizenship, sold passports, did all manner of crazy things.
Miguna is currently hospitalized in Canada, where he says he's undergoing toxicology screening. In a statement, he has referred the media to his legal team for any inquiries, noting that he needed privacy as he recuperated. Back in Nairobi, the government denying that he was held in a toilet at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport.
It is very unfortunate that the only photograph that was shown where Dr. Miguna was staying was the toilet. But that is a self-contained room with a bed and mattress and beddings.
Francis Gashuri for The Big Question.